name is. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is. My name is. My name is. My name is. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is.
Welcome to Food for the Soul presents Intimate Conversations with Talitha, Cumi, and I am your host, Talitha Cumi. I was boy crazy from like the age of 5 or something. Like kindergarten, I remember chasing this little boy around the playground and trying to get him to like me. And so I think that from an early age, boys or men kind of became my weakness. Who is Talitha Cumi? I am a third-time divorcee, or a two-time divorcee, a third-time wife. I am super dramatic, but I'm also empathetic, and I really care about doing things with a purpose. I am a Christian. I believe in the gospel of Jesus Christ, and I just want to help people. I want to be able to help people like me have conversations, have the hard conversations, and be real about the conversation, not be afraid or ashamed to share our stories. Till next time. Good night. So today I'm joined with my special guest, Miss Stephanie Lowe, CEO of the J29 Experience. Tell us about your story and
Absolutely.
why J29 was even really birthed, how it got started.
When I found myself going through a divorce, it was like a light bulb went off. It was like I felt like I was free. I felt like a burden had been lifted. And I don't say that to appear as an advocate for divorce, because I solely believe in marriage until death does us part. And I believe that God places unions together. But what do you do when life happens? You know, the J29 Experience, with all of the resources that we have to offer, I think that number one, it would help you to, number one, accountability.
Okay.
Because one thing that J29 does, and for, you know, as I said earlier, it started with the book, the J29 Experience, Standing in Exile. And what the book does, it goes through the different stages that I experienced in going through my divorce. And I'll say that to add on to it because I also have over 16 years of legal experience behind me. And so not only do I come to the table with the experience of, gosh, I'm actually going through a divorce, I'm going through all of these motions, I'm having to make all these changes to my life, but to have the legal knowledge behind it, to say, okay, when you're going through this process in the courtroom, this is how you're going to feel.
Yeah.
You know, as you're coming out of this process, this is how you're going to feel. When you're signing that decree, a slew of emotions are going to fall over you.
Man,
you know, you may not make it out of the courtronome without crying, without falling into a fit, without feeling like you've ruined your children's lives.
Yeah.
www.j29experience.com.
Well, Stephanie, you have given me an earful. I am so excited about your new venture, your organization, and I definitely, you know, when I come across some women, I'm going to point them, you know, that are facing that, I'm going to point them in your direction. So today I'm joined with my special guest, Latoya Garrett, the storyologist, the content storyteller. Welcome to the show, Latoya.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So today's show is about losing your innocence. And I found another quote, Latoya, and I really wanted to use this quote as well because I kind of believe that it sums up your story. So it says, she's got the eyes of innocence, the face of an angel, a personality of a dreamer, and a smile that hides more pain than you could ever imagine. So would you say that that's you?
Yeah.
Would you?
Definitely.
Really? So that sums you up
to a T.
completely? Wow.
Yeah, because people do say that. They say you are always smiling. I'm like, you do not know what's going on.
Yeah, like they don't know your story.
They don't.
I really have a heart, even though, you know,
I know you do.
I'm married. I have a heart.
Yeah.
I have a heart for single women so that we can just we can be ready and be prepared when our husband comes. So we don't have to, like you said, we don't have to go through all that junk.
Yeah.
Because we've already been through it. I know what I want. I know who I am.
Yes.
So by the time he comes, I'm just complimenting him. him and he's complimenting me.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yep. And that's where I'm at. You know,
Yeah.
I'm single, but I'm not lonely.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Man.
Because I have
a lot of
me.
people can't. Yeah, a lot of people can't.
A lot
say
of people
that.
can't say that. And, you know, even when I was going through the situations of going through the different guys and treating them the way I treated them,
Yeah.
deep down I wanted a relationship.
Yeah.
But I didn't trust. So now I'm at the point to where I want a relationship, but I don't want it right now.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that because I'm like, Latoya has some things to do.
Girl, you better do it.
Okay.
Speak
and
it,
I am
speak
doing it.
Speak
I
speak
am.
it. So
yes.
tell our viewers what you can help with. Like, before we get out of here, tell them exactly what you do and how you help writers like myself or business owners like myself, and give them your
Yes.
handles too.
Well, personally, you know, I don't like to put myself in a box, but
Okay.
what I can do is, I don't want to say find yourself because you're not lost.
Yeah.
Everything you need is inside of you. So I love taking people on a journey to help them discover who they are
Yeah.
to the core. And then taking that and just really activating their creative geniuses and letting them just shine through their creativity, expressing that. And most people say that I help them if they're struggling with their words, their promotions, you know, things like that. I'm able to help them come up with the right words, the right strategy, the right content to help them talk to their audience. You can catch me on Instagram, Facebook at This Is Latoya. This is Latoya. I just recently changed it because I am Latoya.
Okay.
So
Girl.
This is Latoya.
I am
I have a website that is in the making. It's LatoyaGarrett.com. So definitely check it out. Follow me because I love to give tips. I love to motivate people.
Yeah.
It's just I want people to own their story
Yeah.
and share their stories.
Yes.
However it looks, however it sounds, because nobody can tell you your story is wrong.
Yeah.
Nobody.
No.
Because it's yours.
And nobody can tell your story better than you.
Exactly.
And so today I am joined by my special guest, Coach Cole Phillips, the resilience coach. And we call her the radical redhead.
There
Did I
it
get
is.
it right?
You got it right.
I got
Good
it
job.
right.
I like
the
it.
radical redhead.
Yes, ma'am.
And so today's show is about resilience because we have the coach of resilience. And I was watching the story you did, and you said that it is important for us to speak out and not stay silent with our issues.
Yeah.
Why do you believe that?
Because there's so many others out there that feel like they're the only ones.
Okay.
And I don't want another woman to think that she's out there dealing with certain things by herself.
Yeah.
I tell my story from a place of I am healed from those areas, and I don't speak on areas that I'm still fighting through because I just don't think that's fair for the person that I'm trying to help if I'm still struggling hard in that area, right? But yeah, sharing your story helps somebody know they're not alone and that they can get through it too.
Right. Well, how important do you think like shows like this, which are the shows that I'm trying to do?
Yeah.
I'm really trying to get women to come on and share their stories, even if they're still in it. And the reason why is because I want to bring people back like you. I want to bring life coaches. I want to bring therapists. I want to bring counselors in. One, to let everybody know it's okay to talk to a counselor.
Yeah, absolutely.
A counselor can be a friend.
Absolutely.
And then also, like you said, there's so many women out here that might be healed just by you telling your story.
Right.
So
absolutely.
why do you think then that women are so hesitant? Do you think that it's really because, okay, well, I don't want to be looked at as being weak, or I don't want to be looked at as, I don't want people to feel sorry for me or whatever. Do you think that's one of the reasons why they're not?
Sometimes I think it's weak, feeling like I don't want to look weak, but I think oftentimes it's just shame and embarrassment.
Okay.
I'm ashamed to share certain things about myself, and I don't want to. I believe that's a lot of what that is. And once you get past the shame, once you get past the embarrassment and understand that sharing your story is helping someone else, and it's healing when you are still struggling, right? Because it's just all part of the process. And once you realize that, you'll rise again. You'll rise even higher. I'm considered an anomaly for whatever reason. A lot of women that I meet that are single moms, how do you do that? I have one and you have two and you have this. Goes back to being resilient, but then it also goes back to some principles I put in place to get where I am. And so that's my focus, is single mom coaching for sure.
So what's the name of your company or your what you do, and how can our viewers get in touch with you?
Well,
our single moms.
ColePhillips.com is still my main enterprise, but I am currently in the
founding stages of my nonprofit, which will help a great deal of the single moms, which is DIG, the Dream Investor Group. So that's the one that in the new year, they'll see a lot of that. But ColePhillips.com or I am Cole Phillips is my handle for Facebook and Instagram. They can message me there. But yeah, and then my book that's coming out in the new year, Walking Wounded. Yeah.
Walking Wounded. Oh, that's a good title.
Wounded. Yeah, because a lot of us are walking wounded. We haven't dealt with past hurts, so we can really live purpose-filled lives.
My whole life seems like I've been searching, always coming up short, much less than perfect, but everything